So has the overall crypto market hit bottom? Has it bounced off of that, and are we on the move back up? Right here, right now, it would seem that we are. It would seem that we did hit bottom and that we are bouncing back up and moving in the right direction. That's what we're going to look at in this video. We're going to talk about kind of the price action of Bitcoin, Ethereum, the overall market conditions, talk about some really good deals that are still out there, and overall look at what I'm kind of seeing as it's developing. Okay, so yesterday was an extremely volatile day. Was one of those days where you woke up and everything in your portfolio was probably definitely is what I'm calling in the blood red, right? Well, I woke up this morning and I'm like, wow, we bounced up 7.4%. This is ironically a very interesting move given the fact that there is a lot of stuff moving around and still pending this week here in the United States with the Federal Reserve meeting that's upcoming. But and also, I don't know if you know this, that the stock market here in the United States yesterday went down 1,000 points and came all the way back and closed up 100 points yesterday. That was insane when I read that last night. I mean, that is a extreme volatile move, obviously, to say the least. And crypto kind of did the same thing. It started off really, really red yesterday, and it worked its way back and really to kind of a flat condition. And when I looked at this morning the overall kind of state of the unions with crypto and everything else, it was like, all right, everything's kind of normalized and kind of it looks like we've digested the kind of the Federal Reserve information yesterday. The fact that there's going to be a Fed meeting, and we all know that interest rate hikes are coming. For multiple reasons, they are looking to try to hedge inflation, to try to curtail or stop the inflation from getting bigger here in the United States. And a lot of other things. The government's just looking to stop injecting liquidity, to tighten their monetary policy, to raise interest rates, etc. And all that's had a very pervasive negative impact on the overall markets. Now, turning to crypto obviously has been affected by that. I think it's been affected by the sheer kind of amount of fear out there that's been just running rampant in the stock and markets, the equity markets, and then obviously in just us as retail investors. I think that's obviously been in play. Back to kind of the price action of Bitcoin and Ethereum respectively, we always have to look at those in the context of the overall broader market. Again, Ethereum bounced down to around 2,100 and has bounced back pretty nicely. It's up in the last 24 hours, 8.2. Look at them; they're exactly identical. Bitcoin and Ethereum tend to go with each other hand in hand, and you can see Bitcoin bounced down to in the last 24 hours to 33,187 and is currently right now 36, but it's been all the way up to 37.4. In the last 24-hour session. If you look at the chart action, they're all doing exactly the same thing. I talk about this all the time. Remember, where Bitcoin and Ethereum go, the rest shall follow. Look at the charts. They look exactly the same on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also look at Cardano, Solana. You can see the chart action compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum exactly the same. Again, where Bitcoin and Ethereum go, the rest shall follow. The indicators is that, we're looking better. I think it's a little too early to tell. I think if the Federal Reserve, comes out with some any type of a negative toned report from the Fed, is going to have an impact on the stock markets and on the crypto market. Period. End of story. It's going to happen. Okay. That's something that's in there. Also, you've got another scenario playing out that the White House is to enter crypto regulation with an eye on financial stability. Okay, so this is something I reported on yesterday. The White House is going to issue an executive order in the United States here in February. I think it's going to cover a few things, and I think that they're going to get into they want to regulate stablecoins. The White House also wants to obviously put together something formal moving forward and start to begin the process of taxing crypto profits. That's going to happen, guys. Okay, I know I don't like it either, but it's just simply going to happen. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Also, I think that the government's looking to do some stuff to protect consumers. I think in crypto we still have rug pulls. There's not a lot of regulation from that standpoint. I think that that's a good move. I do applaud that, but I do see that the fact that we are going to have more and more content coming out, and oh, by the way, the government making moves, you're going to have that potentially be a negative impact on the crypto market as we move forward. It simply might happen. So you're going to have, because crypto is getting more and more mainstream as it's getting bigger, you're going to get more regulation in the United States, globally, et cetera. We've already seen that. And also, it's just something to be aware of, and it's going to have an impact on crypto. Right now, crypto is definitely trying to wake up and trying to come back up. And this kind of goes back to my heart of what I always talk about in these videos. If we can get more than 3 or 4 days of green days put together and get some of this, a little bit of this volatility, we might begin to have a bull run that we have not been able to have in the first almost 3.5, 4 weeks of January. It has been an atrocious January, followed by a not a good December, et cetera. And I think it's just because the overall market's just been trying to digest all of this, this bad news and all of the financial regulations that are coming from the Fed, the crypto regulations that are coming from the government, et cetera. All that has just been pervasive in that. And we'll hopefully are moving forward, and we're getting a little bit more retail confidence coming in. Retail investors, you and I are retail investors. But it is simply too early to tell right now, and we've got to get a little bit more. We're going to get some more days moving forward to see if the bulls can take charge and we can continue to get back into and stay in the green. That's what I got for you. I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.